Welcome to Tabletop Gaming Guild. Tabletop Gaming Guild is all about the experiences and memories that playing tabletop games with friends and families can create. Today we're looking at Twilight Struggle, and we're going to be doing a playthrough in this video. If you don't know the basics on how to play the game, you can watch my tutorial run through. But we're going to get straight into it this time. I'll go through a few little bit of an explanation, but I'm not really going to go through the full rules as we go through this. Okay, so Twilight Struggle, 2 players. I can play as either Russian or US. Additional, I'll just keep with the basic game. I'll just do, no, I'll start with US. This is not a game I've played much. I've only played the physical game once, years ago when it first came out. Decades ago at this point. Wow. No, it couldn't have been. I don't think I played it when it first came out. It's been years though. Okay, so turn 1, I gotta do setup. So I get to put out 7 influence to start with, but it has to go in Europe. So where do I want to do? I want to give myself some flexibility as well as some, like, this is battleground country, so I want to get in there. But I want to give my ability to spread. So I want these, let's go focus on Europe. I want the places where I can best easily take control over, as well as best travel to. It's like, okay, UK, I can already get to France from UK. Denmark gives me some good travel options, but so does West Germany. West Germany's nice for like a nice middle, and I have a lot of ways I can go. Also a battleground country. Go to Spain and Portugal so I can get into South Africa, and I think Turkey will help me get into the Middle East. So those are okay, but now where? Care as much about that. Well, after that, let's say, okay, France. Yeah, I can get into Egypt, but it's good to have a little foothold. Let's get control of Italy to start with. Okay, I think that's a decent one. I have control over Italy. I can easily get control over France, and that would give me domination in Europe. All I have to do is get France, and I have domination already. Headline phase. So now I'm gonna pick a card to do its event for. What does this do? Play this card simultaneous with a card containing containing your opponent's associated event. The event is canceled, but you may use operation value. May not be played during headline. Okay, what does this one do? U.S. gains sufficient influence in Japan for control. USSR may no longer make coup or rerolls in Japan. Okay. That's pretty good start. I'd get 3 influence in Japan, control it, and they can't take it from me as easily. All further operation cards hit the opponent this turn are -1 to their value. That seems pretty good. This is really good, and so is that. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, they get control of Cuba. All their things are weakened. Okay, so they get to go first. I think Russia's always first, or USSR in the case, because it's, you know, they are what was still considered USSR. Oh, NATO, they're doing a coup. Where are they doing a coup? In Italy, they're successful. Now, normally I would get the text because it's my card, but I believe NATO has a prerequisite card that has for it to work. I really want to use this, but well, I might save this for my event for next round. Oh, but I'm going to end up using all my cards, I think, because I'm going to use U.S. Intervention to be able to play. We'll do this one first, and we'll do this for influence. We'll do it here, so they get to do their actions first. And they can go ahead and move for influence in non-U.S. countries. So they can reorganize a little bit. Which is good for them, but it burns that card. It could be worse. So now I can use this. What do I want to do? DEFCON is currently 4. I could use it for a coup in Italy. Get Italy back. Yeah, I just have to beat 4 then. Yeah, I'll do a coup in Italy. Oh, it doesn't want to let me do a coup in Italy for some reason. I could do a coup in Egypt. Let's do a coup in Egypt. I'm not sure why it doesn't let me do it in Europe, but okay.
Our efforts are made in the belief that men and nations can cooperate, and that there are no international problems which men of goodwill cannot solve or adjust.
Okay, unemployment. Okay, so they seem to be powering up in Middle East, Middle Europe as well. So they may have Europe and Middle Eastern cards. In which case, let's do play this event. Which one's worse? These. For not Eastern Europe, play this influence for the influence, and I'll gain control this one. Control here. Oh, that doesn't get me control. Let's undo that. Okay, so yeah. Okay, I'm still doing this. Let's do this. I can still DEFCON. I mean, I can still coup because it's. So I gain Egypt. I have control over Egypt. Okay, so it's their turn. Let's see what they play. See, the main thing. Western Europe, the main thing is if they have the scoring, it's not a huge deal because currently they aren't going to score because they don't have a battleground. So, okay, earlier, remove one USSR influence from 3 countries in Eastern Europe. Well, there is only 3. I don't think I can do the same one twice. So I don't really, they didn't give me a choice here per se. Okay. Since I was removing from 3 different countries, and there is only 3 countries to move from, they're adding 3 influence. Where are they adding it to? Yeah, Middle East. So they must have that Middle East scoring. Control marker, really? Interesting. I don't really want to play any of these. Okay, Panorama invades Israel. Roll 1 die and subtract 1 for U.S. control of Israel and every U.S. controlled country adjacent to Israel. Don't control Israel yet, so. USSR victory on roll 4 through 6. USSR adds 2 military operations to the operation track. So if it, okay, that's not too bad if I get control over more Middle Eastern countries, including Israel. So I might use this for place influence. Get this. And the thing with that is, if I do that, I can do my Arab-Israeli war and not actually have to worry about the effect, because I can do it first, add influence Jordan enough to control it, and okay. So yes, this is what I'm going to do. Place influence, do mine first. I'll do 2 influence here. So their chances of rolling high enough
Challenge of the 20th century.
is, I think, impossible.
Challenge of human relations. And not of the
Yeah, so they fail.
forces.
They still get operation points, but not huge. And I have pretty strong control in Middle East. Oof. They are hitting me hard with in Europe now. I think they gave up on. Let's do this for the event. This is not great. Get 2 points. Now I find out, do they have the? No, they didn't. I don't think they had the any scoring cards this round. But I do have to play this. It's pretty nasty, so I might do this. Actually, I will go ahead and do that. It'll burn that. It's not like a huge thing for me. And I get back a strong footing in Middle East. Not a huge deal. The purge is done. Kind of hope I draw the Asia scoring card. Middle East ones. I got European. Okay. So I need to focus on
their full growth when the hope of a people
European.
for a better life has died.
Oh, containment is even better. Okay, so I'm doing containment. So everything's going to be +1, which makes Marshall Plan amazing, and I can save the actual ability of it for later. Unfortunately, I have a lot of USSR effects. Eastern Europe. Okay, so that actually is not a terrible. So they can either remove all U.S. influence in Eastern Europe, which I have none, or add 5, which is nasty. I could do Marshall Plan and do a coup in France. It'd be 5. So I'd only have to roll off 1 or higher to so pretty much as long as I'm. Why is it not +1? Further operations played by US this turn, add 1 to their value. Max of 4, that's why. I'll still do a coup in France, I think. I want to do a coup in Italy as well. Let's use this for a coup in. Why can't I do Italy? Problem is, I don't think I can beat them now. I should have done Italy instead of France. Yeah, let's do. What if I do realign? Oh yes, I could do realignment. Yes, do this for influence. We can add 3 influence here. Then I do realignment in France. Okay, they have to randomly lose a card and I get. Okay, so they lowered the DEFCON rater and gave me points for doing that. Okay, so what are they going to do now? They did it for influence, so they're adding strength in France, which makes sense. Let's attempt a realignment. Oh, I still can't do France. I don't know why. Like, maybe you can do only 1 per. Oh, I don't control the UK anymore. Interesting. This is gonna be bad for me. Actually, if I play this now, what happens if I play this now? They get 7 points. But they don't control any. Oh yeah, they do. They got Greece. If I do that. That swings it a bit more in my favor, but the problem is the battleground countries. Okay, they were forced to do Middle East, and even though I wasn't paying attention to it all this round, I still got more points than them. That would be very bad for me right now because, well, Middle East already scored, so I don't have to worry about Middle East for a little while. Vietnam. How many rounds left? See, they would get 4 though. I need to get. Currently, if I score this, they're gaining 7 points.
That men and nations can cooperate, and that there are no international problems which men of goodwill cannot solve or adjust.
С своей стороны я хотел бы заверить вас, товарищи, что вы можете смело положиться на товарища Сталина.
Yeah, I'll do that. Let them do their part first. I get to do 3. I can use this for influence. If I do this, it's going to cost me 2, but it's alright because that gives me... That makes us equal right now. Yeah, I think that's what I'm doing. Yeah. So now I think if I play, we break even. If I play that. Which I think might be the best I can hope for. USI reveals their hand this turn, then the US may conduct 1 operation as if they played a... Okay, so they revealed their hand. So I get to do a 1 operation. See if it lets me do... No, it doesn't. Okay. Yeah, I think I can do 1 per... Nice. Well, they got back control of that. If we play this now, they get 2 points. Vietnam. Let's do
Sobre la cuestión
this for
acerca de si la lucha armada es el único camino para la liberación. Lo que puedo
they can get
responder
Vietnam.
es que por lo
I
menos
don't
en
like
las
the way this is
condiciones de
going,
nuestro
but
país no había otro
then I can
camino.
use this for influence. I have 3, so that's not going to be enough for... And then I can do 1 more. Problem is they're pretty strong in Asia right now. And there's a good chance next turn will probably be Asia scoring. If I do European scoring now, they gain 1 point. Problem is I don't want to do either of these, so... Yeah, I'll give them that 1 point, because I'm going to use those for space.
so my country's purpose is to help us move out
Oh,
of the dark chamber
that
of
was the
horrors
last
into
action
the light.
round. I didn't realize that.
To
I had
find
do
a
it
way
then.
by which the minds of men, the hopes of men, the souls of men everywhere can move forward toward peace and happiness and well-being.
Marshall Plan needs to be played to do that one. There's a headline to cancel USR headline event, including scoring card cancel. Okay, can I? So, played by your opponent this turn on -1 to their value. That's pretty good. I think canceling their headline seems like the good choice. Ha 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 ha! I canceled their attempt to score the Asia score. Nice, so I don't have to worry about Asia this for a while. Okay.
У нас у большевиков не принято отказываться от ответственности. Я ее принимаю. Саппорт.
This game influence in Japan. Nothing. Oh, nice. They gave me control over Japan. I think all the scoring options are out for now. One shall be treated as a battleground for the purpose going if the U.S. controls Taiwan when the Asia scoring card is played during the final scoring. End of turn 10. One is not about for any other purposes. So Taiwan becoming a battleground. It wouldn't be great for me right now. Okay, Red Purge. I do like this. Let's do this. Well, no, getting the 4 influences pretty phenomenal. Let's do attempt a coup though. I can't do Italy. Oh, I bet it's something over here. No, why can't I do a coup in Europe? I don't know. Okay, so this one I'm going to use for attempting a coup. I think we're adding in Africa and South America and Central America scoring now. I'm not 100% sure. Huh? Why? Oh, it is a coup. What do I want to do? No, let's do influence. I don't know.
Our efforts are made in the belief that men and nations can cooperate, and that there are no international problems which men of goodwill cannot solve or adjust.
Get Sudan controlled. I think that's good. Okay, what are they doing? Yeah, I think this is a game I'll definitely play better after the next play. Now that once I've seen all the cards, because I don't know like I don't know for sure if the deck changes, like early war versus late war. I think it does, and I don't know why. I can't do coups in certain places. Oh, actually, that's probably why. That is why. Okay, so DEFCON restricts coups. there we go. There's my answer. It did say that in the tutorial. But I kind of forgot about it.
С своей стороны, я хотел бы заверить вас, товарищи, что вы можете смело положить на
Influence. Good conditions. Ethiopia. So that puts me in good position in most of the world. So the southern hemisphere, I have a good position in, outside of Southeast Asia. I still don't know how important those are going to be. I think they'll come into play. There is potential scoring options down there later, but I'm not 100% sure that's true. Let's do this. Oh, Nicaragua isn't. So I think I need to start. Let's regain Middle East. That gets me stronger in the Middle East. I'm not in a great position in Asia or Southeast Asia or Europe. Oh, I shouldn't have done that. That because of Nasser. I should have let them have Egypt. Let's attempt a coup. Colombia. Okay. That gives me 2 of the 5 I need. Out of the 3 I need. Ooh, European scoring. So European scoring's back. Crap. Oops. Again, I didn't know if we'd ever... Yeah, I don't know if what cards are going back in the deck and which are... I don't know. It's 3 or more value operation cards eliminated. The all U.S. and Western Germany. I absolutely do not want to do that. That's awful. That one's also awful. So, yoy. Both of these are really bad for me. Modify to space. Huh. Remove all U.S. all Eastern Europe. Sure, I will do this and see what they do. Get out of the game. Europe is scored, so should be safe for a while. Yeah, they're adding 5. Okay, fine. Okay, so now I get to use this. Attempt a coup. Right now I can do, I can't do Europe or Asia. Let's do Cuba. Ah. Oh, Middle Eastern scoring. This is not good. Oh, I end up doing well on that. Okay, so we got Asia scoring to worry about still. Unfortunately, no matter what I do, this is bad. No, I don't want to do coups because DEFCON is nasty. So, okay, so you can get Indonesia, control over Indonesia.
Приветствовать недавно принятые в члены Организации Объединенных Наций государства и передать им пожелания благополучия и процветания.
Let's get, so they did add cards. Okay, good to know. U.S. gains 1 week for each controlled battleground country in Central and South America. 1, 2. It's pretty good for later. Remove all U.S. add. Oh! That's pretty good. Get rid of all the U.S. has a China card, claim it face up. Interesting. If I do average scoring right now, they gain 1 point. Okay.
To achieving the goal before this decade is
Proof DEFCON level by 2. Both players incur -1 on all coup attempts for the rest of the turn. Players sort through this card pile of non-scoring cards after the okay. The U.S. controls more battleground countries than the USR. Poke the opponent for 2 points. I don't think I do, but let's do this one. Involve U.S. influence in Romania. Okay. See what they're gonna do. So I want to expand my control of Africa. And now they have.
Is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom here in this hemisphere.
Okay, so they did a coup in South.
God willing,
America and Colombia. Wow, they really like Colombia for some reason. Let's place influence. Okay. So currently that gives me somewhat equality in Africa. Not a huge amount of points. Ooh, okay, so they saw what I was doing.
En las condiciones de la inmensa mayoría de los países de América Latina, no hay otro camino que la lucha armada.
Coup in Africa.
Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de Asia y de África.
Okay. That didn't work as well as I hoped, but oh well. They definitely saw what I was planning. Well, they can't do... Oh. I should have not done it there. I should have done Nigeria or something. So right now they have 3 battlegrounds. I have 2. I'm not getting great events. Let's do this. Okay, so that helps a lot. They're gonna try to negate that, I think. If they don't, I will do my scoring. See what they do. Missile envy. Yeah. Place influence, I'll do oops, undo that. Place influence, I'll do this one, this one. Let's see what they do. Okay. Bear trap. Oh, that's a nasty card. Oh, but it's my card, so I get to do the effect. If I do African scoring now, I get 4 points. Yeah, we'll do Africa scoring. Okay, so they have to potentially discard a card. I think because of the bear trap. Which is a weird card for them to play. They are successful though. Of course they are. But they lost a turn. U.S. influence and Cancelled by tear down this wall. Okay. NATO doesn't exist, so this is not too terrible because USSR just gets 1 victory point and 1 influence in Western Germany. Which, as long as I put 1 influence in Western Germany, that's not a big deal. Gets 1 victory point for each of the countries I control. Egypt. No, they don't control Egypt or Libya. Saudi Arabia, Iran, Iraq. They do Iran. So they'd only get 1 victory point out of this. Okay, so yes, I think I'll do this one. And they seem to be concerned about South America. Not a whole lot I can do about that. What I can do is go get Mexico. And Panama, so Central America is more in my favor. And they get 1 point. Big deal. Okay, so now what? Mid-war. Randomly choose 1 card. Oh, they used it for space race. Okay, fine. Okay, this gives them 1 point, but that's all right. And control that, and then sure. I do need to get 1 more in the Philippines to make that worthwhile, but you get a point.
We
whatever.
dare not tempt them with weakness, for only when our arms are sufficient beyond doubt can we be certain beyond doubt that they will never be employed.
These are all good. I'm trying to influence in Poland and 2 US and influence in Poland. So I can take it over. Where's all US and 2. Oh. If you're behind on the space race, play this card to move your marker 2 boxes forward in the space race. I am not behind on the space race, so I'll do Marshall Plan as the headline. It's not as great as could have been. DEFCON is 2. But that allows me to play NATO, which is great. I think NATO is a big swing in France, if I remember, in particular. I'm going to play this for the event. Oh, what did I get 2 points for? What is this? I don't know. Okay, so Poland. A little bit more in my favor. Ooh. Wish I received 2 influence in Chile. If I do that one, that's not great. This art has the China card. Claim it face up and play if you already have 4 installation, no more than 2 countries. Okay, so I can steal the China card, but it's honestly better for me not to use that as the. Here, I'm not behind the space race. Okay, if I get this up to 3, I can do Middle Eastern. I'm gonna do this. Play the event. Then player may conduct operations as if they played a 4-op con. So I still get the influence, which I can immediately do to do a coup, and let's do a coup in Brazil. So that gets me favorable position in, well, somewhat favorable in South America. I think the next thing I need to do is get control of Uruguay and Venezuela. If I do this, place influence, Venezuela, Uruguay, and hopefully South America score comes up.
What your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country.
He really seemed to be focusing on Southeast Asia. And I can't do a coup now. I'm afraid he has scoring for Southeast Asia right now.
En las condiciones de la inmensa mayoría de los países de América Latina, no hay otro camino que la lucha armada.
He's not moved at all on the space race.
Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de Asia.
I could do a coup in a non-battleground country like the Philippines. Or realignment in the Philippines might be better because it's +2. That might be smart. Let's do a coup in a non-battleground country. Oh, can I can't do. Okay. I can do. Cuba would be dumb. So I can't do Southeast Asia because that counts as Asia. Okay, so no, that's not going to do me any good.
Но посмеетесь, когда мы, знаете, обгоним вас и скажем: господа, капиталисты, до свидания, наш поезд сюда идет. Пожалуйста, за нами.
I do want to do this. Let's do it as... What if I do... Can I do realignments in these countries? No. Although I get +2, +2. Let's place influence. Okay. Okay, so now what? I don't like their dominance in Southeast Asia. Gotta start doing something about that. Add 2 influence in Central America and or South America. Nice. I do control all the battleground countries in, well, I can control all the battleground countries in Central America at a minute. Which is good. Why is it remaining? Oh, because it's not a battleground country. Need to get a battleground country in South America. A non-battleground country.
Vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom.
That is
here in this
nasty.
hemisphere. And we hope around the world. God willing, that goal will be achieved.
Problems now got garbage. U.S. player may discard up to their entire hand and draw replacements from the deck. The number of cards discarded must be said. Oh yes, discard. Thank you. I hated all these cards. Usually 1 influence in Israel, Jordan, and Egypt. Yeah, okay, fine. Those are influence in 4 non-controlled Eastern European. This affects one die instruct 1 for U.S., Israel, and every U.S. controlled country adjacent to Israel. Okay, so that's relatively safe. Do this as a coup and then it's completely safe. Coup on oh, I can't do Middle East because of that. Okay. Yeah, they failed. That's fine. Then I get to put influence down. Why can't I go in Uruguay? Oh, I have to do this. Okay, let's do this actually. Get South Korea. I'll probably do a coup in Uruguay. Aha! I knew they had Southeast Asia. But there was not a whole lot I could do about it. Oof, but they got a pretty sizable lead now. coup in Uruguay.
Пройдя через тяжелейшие испытания, советские люди отстояли.
Okay, what's gonna be? Oh, okay, 5-year plan is always a good one. USR influence in Eastern Europe. Add one U.S. influence in Panama, Costa Rica, and Venezuela. Interesting. I do like that. I think I like the 5-year plan the most. Set DEFCON at any level. Nice. U.S. attempts in a battleground country do not affect the DEFCON. U.S. attempts in battleground countries, coup attempts in a DEFCON track the remainder of the turn. So I can do coups anywhere and not worry about affecting DEFCON right now. Nice. Okay, what are they doing? I think I'm going to be coup heavy.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Both player each adds one for each region they dominate and control. Remove 4 USSR influence from non-European countries. No more than 2 from Interesting. I like that. Let's do this for the event. Oh, actually, no. That'd be smarter. Play event. Let's do it to remove their dominant. This is what it is. I think that's smarter. Give me some options. Makes it harder for them to get back over there. Okay, I guess the Southeast Asia is only considered separate at certain times. US influence in Panama.
Капиталисты, до свидания, наш поезд сюда идет. Пожалуйста, за нами.
Add US influence in each of the 4 Eastern European. Okay. Add 3 USR influences. Central America. More than 2. Let's do place influence. Okay, so I get control over a few places in Middle East, Asia. I'm gonna start doing coups in South America. I want to use 4 different African or Southeast Asian countries. Two, 3. Or Southeast Asia, okay. Nice. I'm kind of guessing they don't have the Asia or Africa scoring. I think it might be out of the game at this point, but I'm not sure. But that's a fair save. Oh, okay. So they're either Central or South America. I'm kind of thinking it's Central. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is place influence.
I believe that this nation should commit itself to achieving the goal before this decade is out of landing a man on the moon and returning him safely to the earth.
Let's do some coups. Ah, really? Okay, 3 countries currently paying no for either power. Okay, interesting. Okay, that seems like a good deal. So I actually might do influence then and take over these 3 countries. Ah, yeah, that's why they did that. Okay. What are they doing? Oh, they're doing realignments. Which I haven't really done any, so I don't fully understand how they work. Got a rough idea. Let's do place influence. And that gives me good control in South America. And if he goes into Central America again, that's going to be my next thing. Is going to be trying to do a coup in Central America. Okay, he's going South America. Oh no, U.S. controls. China card face not unavailable. Okay, fine. So they're doing realignments in Venezuela. So they're South America. That's what they're focusing on, it seems like. Ugh, these realignments aren't going well for me. Let's do a coup in Venezuela. I don't need that big a card for Venezuela, though. That's nasty. Add 2 in South Africa, or 2 additional.
And so, my fellow Americans, ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country.
Get that out of the game. And what I'll do is I'll take control of Chile. Place influence. And then last one will be Central America. Do that. Let's see what happens next. Yeah. I'm sure anybody who knows the game well knows I'm playing badly, but I don't know the game at all, so. Use reveals a hand. Then the USA may conduct operations as if they played a one-off. Okay. So freebie, essentially. Did to Argentina, huh? Play event. Oh wow, how'd they get dominant so much points out of that? I thought I was winning. I wasn't paying attention enough, I guess. Coup. Okay. Yeah, they're winning.
For the first time, because the people of the world want peace, and the leaders of the world are afraid of war.
Well, that's Central America.
The times are on the side of peace.
Do that now. I get 2 points. Oh, I need a. There's a good one. Please tune in Central or South America, then you may make a free coup attempt or re-roll attempt in one of those regions. Oh, attempt to, okay, attempt coup. Interesting. Okay, now that I understand how this works.
En las condiciones de la inmensa mayoría de los países de América Latina, no hay otro camino que la lucha armada. Y esa parece ser la situación también en muchos otros países de Asia.
I would get +2, they get +1. Eh. Okay, not bad. Two.
Our goal is not the victory of might, but the vindication of right. Not peace at the expense of freedom, but both peace and freedom here in this hemisphere.
Okay.
And we hope around the world, God willing, that goal will be achieved.
Okay. Oh, they got their 20 points. Well, that was the game. I half understood what was going on. There's so many things that I need to know what all the cards are to be able to really play this well. I probably would have gotten a fair amount of scoring, let's say, at the end of this round. For Central America, I would have kind of swung it the other way a bit. I think I'd be... So they'd get 1, I'd get essentially 8. No, more than that. Because if I ended up... Come on, go away. So if I had... Right now, they have 1. I currently would have 3, 4 really, 5. And they'd have 2, so I'd get 3 points. But if I managed to take Cuba, that would swing it significantly. If I took Cuba and Panama, it'd be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. To their 1, so it'd be 11 points. So it's like, if I was really working for that, that could have really swung the game, but it wouldn't have been easy because I wasn't subtle about trying to take control of that. But I want to be hesitant about giving my opinion on this one. Simply because I think I need to put my opinion in the terms of the playing against the AI. Because I think a big part of this game is that interaction and seeing their reactions to the cards people draw or get played, and the excitement when the other player plays a card that actually helps you more than it helps them, and they don't realize it necessarily. Is lost a little bit when you're doing AI. Well, it's lost a lot with the AI. And, the stress that you feel playing another player felt good in an odd way against another player. It just felt like stress here. It didn't feel fun against an AI. So, while I do like this game, it is very complex, and I don't feel like I want to play this again against an AI. I definitely want to try it again against another human player, which I've only done once before, and I definitely need to learn the cards a little better. So, my qualified opinions on it, a lot of uncertainty because I have not played this game enough to really to really understand it. With that said, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you enjoy our many other videos.